Well, we're going to do a quick once over on the 68. It's been a while since we've looked at this car, so I've got a lot of updates, a few pieces of information as far as what's next, but mostly just a few updates of what's going on here and what's been happening over the last, few weeks. So, for those of you that don't know, this is the 68 Coronet, originally just 318 car, but we put a 77 440 in it. That's basically all stock except for the carburetor, the headers, and I did go through and put a brand new timing chain in it and advanced it 4 degrees in the process. So that's all working out really good. It seems to be running, it was running okay, and then I did some stuff today and it's running a lot better, but I'll get into that a little later. So this car definitely needs some finishing touches still, but we're going to be working on the interior hopefully soon. It's really not that bad. It's just, needs the door panels put on, needs, the seats bolted down a little tighter. The back seat, it kind of just is what it is. So we'll see how that goes, but I ordered some material for door panels that I'm going to put over these original, they're not the right pattern, the original style of door panel, the original like a card stock, whatever it's called. So I ordered some black diamond tuck pattern to go over the door panels, so that's kind of a cool nostalgia look that we're going for. So hopefully that turns out good. The car's running a lot better after I did a couple things today. But what I was working on yesterday, and I'll try to get you guys under and show you, but again, it's dark and you probably won't see very well, is I put exhaust on it. It's basically just 2.5-inch straight pipe with a glass pack and a turnout. So nothing fancy. It definitely muffles it down a bit. But the downside of it muffling it down a bit is now I can hear one of the headers is leaking pretty bad. So that's not great, but that's kind of the sad reality of headers, I guess. We went through, buttoned up a good number of leaks on this. There's still a couple little small drips that we're going to try to get handled best as possible, but I put a modern style dipstick in there because the one that was in there was bent and not fitting very well, and it was leaking out of the O-ring, and it was just a mess. So put that on, a locking dipstick. I'm not a fan of the way they look, but they work, they function, they work really well. So you got to give it credit where it's due there. So got to work on belt alignment a little bit as well. But we'll just kind of take it one piece at a time. I tightened up the valve covers because the back of that valve cover, I should say, was leaking pretty good. So that's not ideal. So we've still got to figure out power steering belt. That's not on yet. So a couple little things, like I've said, this is kind of a continuing project, and it is for sale too. I do want to throw that out there quick, make a little, kind of sales ad here as well. This car is for sale. It's in Minnesota. It's, got pretty much new tires all the way around. The 440 runs good. The transmission works pretty good as far as I could tell. I've only driven it around the yard, so I guess I'm not 100% certain on that. Got an 8 3/4 rear end. The floors had some rust, but they've been fixed. The quarters obviously have rust, and the trunk has rust. But other than that, the car's pretty good. The rockers have a couple little holes in them. The fenders have a couple little spots on the bottom. But structurally, there's no rust. There's no frame rail rust. There's no rot. It's got a brand new gas tank, brand new sending unit, brand new fuel line all the way up, brand new fuel pump, brand new master cylinder, brand new hard line that runs along the firewall over to this side. That side, the hard line's still original. Brand new brake hose on this side. So there's a lot of good stuff. The brakes they're there. they're not great. So, but all 4 corners have new wheel cylinders, new shoes, some new hardware, and this just, it's a very well set up car to function. It's just needing that kind of final touch. I probably need to bleed the front brakes a little better. I know the back brakes, there's a hose that's a little bit plugged, but it has brand new axle lines on it, the hard lines that go on the axle. I know that rubber hose just needs replaced. So there's a lot going on, but we'll see what happens. This is for sale. $16,000 is the asking price on this, and pretty firm on that. So anyways, I figure we can get this thing started and see how that new exhaust sounds. If you guys remember from the past, it was pretty ridiculously loud. So let's listen to how it sounds today in comparison. So it's running pretty good. I think it sounds pretty good. Definitely a lot of little stuff to do on it still, but it's running a lot better because as I was hinting at earlier, I did something to help it out. I put a timing light on it for the first time today, and I just kind of threw the distributor where I thought it might work and said, all right, well, let's see if it starts. And it did start. It's always been kind of lazy and hesitant and never really ran super great. So I threw a timing light on it just to see where it was at, and I don't really understand how, but it was running at 0 degrees initial. So yeah, I'm not really sure how it was doing that, probably because timing chains advanced 4 degrees, so you know, that definitely helped it out a little bit. But I put it at 10 degrees initial, and it starts a lot better, runs a lot better, revs up pretty good. So pretty happy with that overall. It runs way better with a little bit of timing, and the exhaust, you know, that'll help it even out a little bit as well. So I don't know. Anyways, that's kind of the update and how things progress. But next time we'll look at the process of doing door panels, hopefully, as well as, you know, probably buttoning up some last few things, maybe rebleeding the brakes. I've got a small leak in this tire that showed up out of nowhere. I don't know why. This tire was on this side of the car for, you know, 2, maybe 3 weeks and never leaked at all, and now it has a very small leak. So not sure what's up with that. Probably have to look at that and check fluids and do a bunch of stuff, but hopefully this will get out maybe on the road or sit in somebody else's driveway, because I don't have enough shop space. You know, built this huge shop and it still isn't big enough. So anyways, hopefully somebody is enjoying seeing some progress on this. That's all I got for right now, and I will see you guys in the next video.